Technology that could help save your life is not being used. The NBC2 investigators first exposed this issue 5 months ago. 911
dispatchers can't always pinpoint your location if you're calling on a cell phone, something that smartphone apps can do with no problem. NBC2 investigator Rachel Polansky took the issue to lawmakers.
Yeah, that's right. I found that software from a company called Rapid SOS is slowly being integrated into 911 systems across the country. 15% of our 911 centers are now equipped with this technology, and Collier County is actually leading the pack. But I also found that there's a long way to go.
Help me! What's the address?
This chilling 911 call comes from Denise Amber Lee, a young mother who was abducted from her home in Northport in 2008.
A stranger named Michael King took my wife, kidnapped her in broad daylight, proceeded to rape her, and then murdered her.
And Nathan Lee believes that his wife could have been saved.
There were multiple 911 calls made, but because it was from a cell phone and it was in a moving car, they were unable to find her.
And nearly a decade later, not much has changed. And while the FCC has created new rules to help dispatchers better locate wireless callers,
is there an address there?
Cell phone carriers have until 4 years from now, 2021, to provide accurate locations for 80% of all wireless 911 calls. Right now, carriers only have to provide accurate locations for 40% of all wireless 911 calls.
It's a very serious problem, and that's a too much time to wait.
4 years is a long time to wait, especially when you're talking about a service that's so critical.
I wasn't aware of it till I saw, your story on television, and becoming aware of it, I think it's something we have to address.
We talked with commissioners from Charlotte, Collier, and Lee counties, and all agreed that 4 years is too long to wait for an up-to-date 911 system. But they tell me their hands are tied.
At the local level, there's not an awful lot we can do, much beyond what you're doing and trying to bring this to the public's attention.
But they say we can talk about it.
It's on the federal level, but we can start lobbying and let it grow. I mean, I think the state of Florida should weigh in on this, the legislature. I also tracked down Southwest Florida Congressman Francis ROONEY.
I agree with you. It's kind of ridiculous that we would be using cell technology that pings back to a tower.
When I asked the congressman what he's doing now to address this problem, he didn't have a quick solution.
Like you say so correctly, that many things operate off of GPS right now. Why not have the EMS system and the emergencies 911 system?
His best advice is for you to take action.
People can write into the FCC, they can write op-eds, letters to the editor, they can make the points that you're making here that I'm trying to make as well, that in this day and time with GPS, we should be using it for emergency response if possible.
And in the meantime, if you find yourself in an emergency, try to pay attention to your surroundings.
Nobody wants to call 911, but when you do, you really hope they know where you are, because there's nothing more important than your location.
And remember, the dispatcher on the other end of the line may be as helpless as you are.
They may know what's wrong, but if they can't find where you are, they can't help you.
For the NBC2 Investigators, I'm Rachel Polansky.